Who are you? What have you done?
You ask as if I were a ruffian, a wanderer with no place in this palace. Know that I am a son to King Shahraman, and brother of Prince Malik, who rules here in our father's name. I did not come here seeking a mythical army. I was sent to study alongside my brother, that someday I might be as great a leader as he is. This territory was once the heart of King Solomon's mighty empire. According to legend, it holds a secret we are sworn to protect. Perhaps that secret is the reason the fortress is much sought after by neighboring kingdoms. Malik was sent here so the army would have a strong commander, to discourage attacks. But even Malik's famed strength could not discourage everyone. This is not the glad welcome I was expecting. I have to find Malik. He'll be planning a way out of this. Wasn't the best idea. Of course, it offers such a lovely view. Starting to feel that the odds in this battle are not in our favor. Like the only way out is to climb up. At least no one's shooting out. Where to now? This reminds me of Azad. This also reminds me of Azad. This is looking worse and worse.
Back to the gate! Follow the prince! Make way for the prince!
Malik! He must not hear me with the battle going on. Looks like I can grab on here.
Fall back! Never catch up to Malik at this rate.
family?
Ho!
You've picked a bad time for a visit.
I would have said you've picked a bad time for a war!
Well, next time I expect you, I'll tell my enemies not to invade. It's fortunate you're there. We need this gate open. The mechanisms are on those towers. Once you activate them all, the gate will rise. I assume since you got yourself up there, it won't be a problem.
Not at all!
Good. And then get down here quickly. I don't want to tell our father you were injured while in my care.
Your care!
Quickly now! The vault! Head to Solomon's vault!
Solomon's vault? I'll catch up with you. Yes. I'll just take the long way around. It's much faster. Waiting. I was tired from traveling all day, so I stopped in the baths to relax for a while. Then I had a nice hot meal, and now I'm ready to help you defend your kingdom.
Fall back! To the gates!
Those gates lead to the treasure vaults. I'll need to find a way down there. He's retreating to the vault. But he planned to release King Solomon's army. He'd be mad to rely on a mythical army to stop this invasion. I have to warn him. Malik!
At last. You said you would find a way. Maybe you are as skilled a warrior as our father says. It's good to see you. Come with me. We shall see what our enemies make of Solomon's army.
Malik, this is madness. You have to get out of here. Save yourself and what's left of your people.
My people are all but dead. You've seen for yourself the palace has fallen. There's no other way. If I can control this army, we can win this battle easily.
And if you can't control it, what then?
Would you have me retreat and leave this power in the hands of my enemies? At least this way we have a chance.
This army isn't meant for man to use.
You know nothing about the choices a leader must make. If it is in my power to save this kingdom, I will do it!
I'm not trying to question your leadership. You don't even know what you're releasing.
As many warriors as the grains of desert sand.
It's glowing. Don't touch it.
It is only sand. What is... Falling! Look out! We have to get out! Head for the fortress! I must have killed hundreds, yet there are more. I can feel myself getting stronger as they die.
Do you need help?
No! How are you doing with the gates?
I've got the gears unlocked.
Good! The army's nearly here. I'll slow them down.
Could the army be affecting him some way? He says it's making him stronger. Something is definitely wrong.
Have you closed the gate?
As far as it will go!
It'll have to do. Come on!
Malik!
Well, that ought to keep them in. But we seem to be separated again.
We need to reunite the medallion! Wait there until I find a way up!
What's your hurry? The army is trapped. I can kill them one by one, gain their power.
Do you hear yourself? This army sucked the life from your people, and you won't stop it because it makes you feel strong? We can end this now! Throw me the medallion!
Throw me your half! If you care nothing for power, let me reunite the seal. As I thought.
Razia was right. I've got to get the medallion halves back together. Of those doors. I hope Razia can explain what's going on.
Why did you not give him the medallion?
He would not have reunited the halves. I'm certain of it. Something is wrong. He talked of leaving his own soldiers to die, as if it meant nothing. He refused to stop the army. He acted as though I were trying to take his kingdom from him. Why is he so obsessed with power? What did this do to him?
The army is growing stronger, and your brother killed many enemies. By collecting their energy in the medallion, he must have fallen under the army's sway. The power we added to your half of the seal must have shielded you from it.
Why didn't you warn me this might happen?
We thought you would be quicker to reunite the medallion. You let your brother convince you to wait until it was too late.
If I get the seal away from Malik and reunite the pieces, will he come to his senses?
It's possible. In any case, the longer we wait, the stronger the army will be. You must find your brother again. This time, if he will not give you his half willingly, you must take it by force.
He's being controlled. I won't harm him.
You tell me Malik was a wise leader. If he is beyond helping his people now, You must be the one to take his place.
I do not want his power, or his kingdom. I will make him see reason.
Then you must hurry. We will give you what help we can. Adiea Abro Bardor.
What is this?
The power of the Marid. Dominion over water.
Gone again. She certainly doesn't encourage visitors. Water became solid at my command. It seems the Jinn can control the elements themselves.
Can anyone hear me? No. No! No!
Don't leave me here to die!
Please! Just let me out! Please! Mercy!
Did the guards abandon the prisoners? No one should be left to die like that. find Malik. I wonder how well attached these are. Probably better not to think about it. I'd better move quickly. find defenses that could tell me from an enemy? Fixing all this really be so simple as reuniting the medallion halves? I wonder if Malik waited for me. He probably has a better plan than I do. This is what's happened to them. I hope they do not remember this when they wake.
After the chamber collapsed. Are you all right?
Yes!
We have to stop the creatures that escaped the seal. Most of them are headed for the fortress. If I can close the gates, that will keep them from overrunning the countryside. From there, I'll have to find a way to re-imprison them all.
I know a way! I have the other half of your medallion. If we reunite the pieces, it will seal the army away again.
How do you know that?
It's complicated, but I think it will work.
These creatures are turning all of my men into statues. I think these medallions are protecting us. If you let go of your half, you're in danger. If we're going to reunite the pieces, I want you standing next to me. Meet me at the gates. You must be careful. I've started the palace's defense system. There are traps everywhere.
I noticed. Gears must run the palace's defenses. They look more dangerous than the traps. Jarazia warned me about. What's it doing?
Sande Suleiman ra peyda konilo bokuşi.